Okay. Hi guys. So let's start this DoS policy, how we can configure this, right? So few things we will do today. So I'll just put the agenda here, what exactly we will be doing, right? So initially we'll see how we can enable DoS policy. So basically there are some features that we need to enable. Then we'll see how we can configure the DoS policy. So I'll allow a few things, the source IP, destination IP, services, right? And what action I need here. So I will be using this time the ICMP flood. So this I'll be using after that. So once we configure that, right, we will do a ICMP flood from a PC with n numbers of packet, and then whatever value here we do have, let's say by default, it would be 250 packets per second. So here I'll be doing ICMP flooding with the n numbers of packet, and then we should see over there what the ping is blocked after 250 packets. Further, what we will do, we will verify this thing, right? And then we will configure one quarantine with a limit of, let's say, 3 minutes. It means once someone will attack with a good number of packets, it will detect and it will block the packets after 250 packet per second, and then it will put that specific IP in the banned IP, or we can say it will put a IP in the quarantine for next 3 minutes, what we will configure actually. So let's go one by one. Okay. So let's check what with the IP address here we do have. One one five. Okay, perfect. So let's go to the network. Let's go to the DoS policy. And before that, how we do enable. Let's say you do not see the DoS policy here. Then you have to go to the system, go to the feature visibility, and then here we see DoS policy. So you have to enable this one, apply that, and then you will start getting this option available here as we do have right now. So fine. Click on the DoS policy, create a new one, give it a name. Let's say CNC testing, which is the incoming interface. So right now the WAN interface, the port number 1. Source address. So right now I'll keep all, any basically. Destination all, I'm just keeping any. Service all, I'm just choosing right now. I can even choose ICMP, but let's keep it all. Now, here we have L3 anomalies, L4 anomalies, right? We do have the action also. So let's go here. ICMP flood. So the logging, let's enable that logging. Now, action, we have 3 actions: disable, block, monitor. If I directly do it from here, from the main header, it will be applicable for every single method, right? But right now what I need here only for the ICMP flood. So I'll just say block, or if I'll monitor also, I'll be getting the logs, right? So let's say block, and the default value is 250. It means if we see a threshold value, or if the device detect the packets from a specific IP, 250 packets per second, then it will block it. Okay. It means from a single IP, if I receive 250 packets per second or more values, more packets from that, right, it will block it after 250. 250, first 250, it will allow that, right? Then only it will detect that information. Say, okay, cool. And how do we verify? Go to logs and report, security events, and from here we can choose anomalies. So in this setting, we can choose anomalies. So right now we don't have any. Let's pick this one and try with 115. So we are doing hping, right? Enter. Now you see, exactly after 249 packets, the threshold value breaches and it is blocking, and we do not see now after that. Correct. Now let's refresh these. Let's cancel that. Control C. Refresh that. And now here we see this one, right? That one of the user is trying to hit the packets, right, on this device. Let's open this one. What should I see here? Policy ID 1, attack ID this one, that's fine. Count, I see count 1 only. It should be more than 1, not only 1. Let's go to the user. Let's do it again. Refresh. Yeah, you see, it is sending a numbers of packet, but that is blocked after 250. Control C. Let's go here. And here we see the count is much higher, right? Where it is? Yeah, the count is this one. And it blocked after 250, right? Repeated that number of times. This is 1,27,000 times, right? Perfect. But right now, it is not something you see. Next time it was able to reach again, but again 250 packets and then it blocked, right? So for that, what we can do actually, we can configure one quarantine. And how we do that? Let's go to the policy, DoS policy. So right now here we don't see that action. That's fine actually. What we can do, we can go to the CLI and then we can enable. So let's go to edit in CLI. So we have very best feature available here. If you go to DoS policy, edit your dot policy, and then you can do edit in CLI, it will directly take you to the same mode, right? So here we do have, and here in the edit ICMP, you see, these are the default actions we have. Fine. Config, anomaly, enter, edit, ICMP flood, enter, set, quarantine, attacker, fine, set, quarantine, expiry, question mark. Now we see here days, hours, minutes. So I'll just say for 2 minutes, 2M, 2 minutes, set quarantine log enable. So we are just trying to enable the quarantine logs also. And fine. Cross this one. Now, we do not say okay here. Reason being, we have done some changes using the CLI. And if I say okay, it will override those changes. So I don't want those changes to be override. So just say cancel on this UI because we did the edit in the CLI. Say cancel. Now those are saved, right? Now let's go to dashboard, go to status, add one of the widget here, go here, quarantine, and this one. This we can add. Okay. Add this one. Oh, that has been added already. Just come here. So right now, quarantine, I do not see any count. That's fine. Okay. Let's go here again and just do it again. Fine. Let's go here and then refresh this. You see, now we have one. Click to expand. What IP? This IP. And till this point, it will be available as a blocked IP, the banned IP, right? Now I want to see like what time it started. I see here only expire time. Fine. Go to the CLI, diagnose, users, banned IP, list, enter. So right now I see here, this is the IP that is banned right now. And this entry was created at 11:23 and will be kind of wiped out after 11:25, right? So let's wait. So after this time, it will be wiped out from here. And in between, if I try again, this one, I think that is wiped out. Again, we do have the new entry. Oh no, that's same entry. 1 minute. Yeah, it will not allow any of your packet. Just say Control C. Once this entry is wiped out, we will be able to ping. You see, we have a new timer. That entry was expired, I think, that time. Right. Now we have a new timer. So let's wait for another 2 minutes. And once this is expired, we will be able to reach. Here also we can verify from the GUI. Refresh. Twenty-six 0809. 2611. I think it is 2645. Another 30-second, I believe. $45, and then it should be wiped out. Yeah, just a second ago that expired. Now we should be able to reach, and we are able to reach. Now it will create a new entry. It will put the enter in the expire, and then again it will do that, right? So this is how we can put the quarantine. We can block that specific IP for one of the particular time, and then once the time is expired, that same user will be able to reach the server again, these IPs again. So that's how we configure DoS policy. And in the same way, if we need to configure the DoS policy for different methods, maybe TCP sync, TCP port scan, TCP source session, and so on, these things, right? We can just click on this block and then it will be done exactly in the same way. So that's how we configure DoS policy, and we configure the quarantine to block the IP address for one of the particular tag. Thank you. Bye, guys.